It was just after 1:30 in the morning on February 1st, 2026, in the quiet Catalina foothills outside Tucson, Arizona. An 84-year-old grandmother named Nancy Guthrie was safe inside her home, or so everyone thought. Then the doorbell camera went dark. The back doors were found propped open, and on the front porch, blood. Nancy's phone, wallet, hearing aids, medication, even her car. Everything was still inside, but Nancy herself had vanished. Her pacemaker stopped transmitting at 2:28 a.m. She never made it to church that morning. What followed was not just a missing person case. It became a national nightmare with ransom notes, a masked figure on surveillance, unknown male DNA, and a daughter who happens to be one of America's most trusted television anchors. This is the story of Nancy Guthrie, still missing after 57 days. Let's go back to the night it happened. January 31st, Nancy had taken an Uber to her daughter Annie's house and returned home around 9:48 p.m. Her son Nina watched her pull into the garage. Everything seemed completely normal. Then came the early hours of February 1st. At approximately 1:47 a.m., the doorbell camera was deliberately yanked from the wall. Back doors were found propped open with rocks. Blood matching Nancy's DNA was discovered on the porch. Her pacemaker signaled out at 2:28 a.m. By noon, the family realized she was gone and reported her missing. No signs of forced entry at first. No immediate struggle. Just an eerie, calculated disappearance of a vulnerable elderly woman who needed daily medication and had limited mobility. The community was stunned. Tucson is not the kind of place where grandmothers vanish without a trace. For weeks, Savannah Guthrie stayed silent, letting law enforcement do their work. Then, on March 26 and 27, she finally spoke. In an emotional three-part interview with her today, co-host Hoda Kotb, Savannah fought back tears and said the words every parent dreads hearing from their child. "I'm so sorry, Mommy. If it is me, I'm so sorry." She confirmed what many had feared, that she believes her own fame may have made her mother a target. Ransom notes began arriving at media outlets and the family within days of the disappearance, some demanding Bitcoin. Savannah says she and her family believe at least some of those notes are legitimate. The weight in her voice was unmistakable. A daughter who has interviewed presidents and covered the biggest stories in the world, now pleading for her own mother's life on national television. But here's where the mystery deepens. Police released surveillance footage showing a masked suspect at the door right before the camera was disabled. 2 miles away, investigators found gloves containing unknown male DNA that matches the description of that same figure. Blood on the porch was confirmed as Nancy's. Her cell phone and car were untouched. No outgoing calls. No activity after 2:28 a.m. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos has been blunt with the public. He personally cleared every immediate family member as suspects, saying, quote, "The family has been nothing but cooperative and gracious and are victims in this case. To suggest otherwise is not only wrong, it is cruel." A 24-person multi-agency task force, including the FBI, has received tens of thousands of tips. DNA analysis is ongoing. Yet after 57 days, there is still no arrest, no confirmed proof of life. That's why the family took the extraordinary step of offering a $1 million private reward on top of the FBI's $100,000. On February 24th, they made the announcement public. Former Secret Service agents and law enforcement experts say the delay was strategic. They didn't want to be flooded with false leads early on. Now the massive reward is aimed directly at anyone in the suspect's orbit who might finally talk. Savannah's public appeals, the surveillance image of the masked man, the reward posters, they have flooded social media. Instagram and YouTube clips of her interview have racked up millions of views. On Reddit's Our True Crime and Our Unresolved Mysteries, the dominant conversation has shifted from wild speculation about inheritance to genuine concern and calls for credible tips only. So where do we stand today? As of March 28, 2026, Nancy Guthrie remains missing. The task force is still active. The FBI continues to accept tips at 1-800-CALL-FBI. DNA from the gloves is being run through every available database. The case has drawn chilling parallels to other high-profile family abductions, Elizabeth Smart, Jamie Kloss, where community pressure and massive rewards eventually cracked the case wide open. Modern technology, doorbell cameras, pacemakers, digital forensics, has given investigators more tools than ever before. Yet the kidnapper, or kidnappers, remain free. One thing is certain, an entire nation is watching. A beloved television anchor has stepped out from behind the desk and begged for her mother's safe return. A quiet Arizona neighborhood is still holding its breath. And somewhere out there, someone knows what happened in those dark early hours of February 1st. If you have any information, no matter how small, contact the FBI immediately at 1-800-CALL-FBI or the Pima County Sheriff's Office. Nancy Guthrie is still out there, and her family refuses to stop looking. What do you think happened that night? Drop your respectful theories in the comments below. But remember, only official channels get the reward. If you want immediate updates the moment anything breaks in this case, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll keep you in the loop. Until then, stay safe out there.